Spider-Man's been going strong with Spider-Man 1 releasing and Spider-Man 2 on the horizon. So we just got another Spider-Man property, and I think, huh, we need more stuff like this from Sony. So The Spider is a fan film produced by Locust Garden on YouTube that stars Chandler Riggs, yes, Carl from The Walking Dead, as Peter Parker Spider-Man as he gets bitten by a radioactive spider and starts to feel the new reality of his situation as he starts to gain spider powers. We all know the story of Spider-Man, we've all seen the interpretations, and I gotta say, fun fact about Chandler Riggs is that he and Tom Holland were the front runners at the time when Civil War was being made, and it was either him or Tom Holland at the time who was auditioning to be Spider-Man. And Tom Holland actually got the role because Chandler Riggs said, "You know what? I'm committed to Walking Dead, and I feel like I'm gonna have a life commitment to it." And one season later, they kill him, and I'm like, "Damn, he missed out." It's fun to see him play Spider-Man in this because we're going through the origin story. It starts out with him in the alleyway almost being mugged, I guess, a couple moments after getting his powers, and you feel his hand sticking onto somebody and it rips off like skin. I was like, whoa, so this is going for a new, real downscale interpretation of Spider-Man. You see him doing the Tobey Maguire thing, climbing through walls, climbing the rooms of his apartment, actually jumping through buildings, up until he starts throwing up and starts feeling a bit of symptoms, which me thinking, oh, this is something different. There's nothing suspicious about this at all. Me going into the show, I'm thinking, oh, it's just another fan film Spider Man thing, like what they did with Locust. But besides Locust, even though I could say there are some visuals in that little fan film that are cool, I'm not going to excuse the racism, but I could just say, this is not like that. This, what I can say, is what other Spider Man fan films should be. Exploring new ways you can do with the character because, yes, this looks like a seemingly almost origin story of Spider Man, but no, this ain't that. This actually ends up being a Man Spider origin story. If you don't know Man Spider is almost another reality of Spider Man where he gets bitten by the radioactive spider, and instead of turning into an actual spider person, he turns into a literal spider in this case. He starts getting sick, starts transforming into a spider. Uncle Ben goes over to tend to him, and it cuts to Aunt May coming back to the apartment. And as she opens the door, you see Peter actually eating Uncle Ben with him in an actual spider like form. And then the short ends. I'm like, wow. So we got an actual man spider origin story. And I like the fact that they actually went with horror in this too, because it could have been easy to do another Spider-Man origin we haven't seen because we've seen it done so many ways. But something like this where I'm like, okay, I'm into a Spider-Man thing, but not realizing it was the Man Spider story. I was like, wow, genuinely surprised with it. It is kind of funny because I feel like Sony, through as much as it tried with Venom, which was originally going to be an R-rated origin, but that wasn't made. Morbius, that could have been an R-rated movie dealing with vampires, didn't work in this light. Madam Web, nobody saw it except me. And we got Craven the Hunter coming up this summer, which hopefully that one ends up being good. I enjoyed the short for what it was, but I feel like this story can end here, right? Because the YouTube channel I saw did some other short films, and I feel like this is a one and done story, but I can't lie. Some of these guys know better than the actual studios doing this thing. And if they could try to continue on the Spider story with Man Spider, I gotta say, come on, do it, man. YouTube has a lot of things with these short films and fan films in this case. And if they can try to do Man Spider on YouTube, that's a way for the studios to be like, you know what? We can't just limit our Spider Man just to being in the MCU rather than actually do something different or introduce that character into the Spider Verse. Yes, Sony's doing that with the animations, but I feel like if they want to do another story or another version of Spider Man, have people open up to it and bring their own interpretations to it because there's a lot you can do with Spider-Man. And since the multiverse is a big thing people are getting sick of, try to do something a bit more different so like that the fans and audience can go see this and say, you know what? This was a nice interpretation. I want to see more of stuff like this. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. All my social media down in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.